In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about corporation tax for your small limited company, from understanding rates to filing returns and effective tax planning. Please don't miss out on these crucial tips that could save you time and money. Corporation tax, put simply, is literally a tax that your company pays on its profits. If your business is a limited company, you'll need to pay corporation tax on the profits you make from doing business, investments, and the sale of assets if they are more than they cost. In super simple terms, it's your sales minus all of your costs, which equals your profit. And that's the part that gets taxed on. But the important part that we need to know, how much is corporation tax? As of June 2024, the corporation tax rate in the UK is 19 to 25% on all of your profits. Now I know what you're thinking, is it 19%? Is it 25%? Well, actually, the rate is tiered based on your company's profits. So if you've got small profits of less than £50,000, you'll be paying the 19%. When you have between 50,000 and 250,000, you will receive marginal relief. And this is anywhere between the 19% and the 25%, based on a margin. Your accountant will do the calculation for this. The main rate of over 250,000 is therefore 25%. Corporation tax is calculated based on your company's profits, right? But it's after deducting allowable expenses and any other reliefs. To learn more about allowable expenses, please do check out our video on all the things that you can claim for your business that are tax deductible. This is a super important video. You want to get every single thing that is tax deductible in there. You do not want to be leaving tax or money on the table. You need to file a corporation tax return every year that you are in business. A corporation tax return is basically where you report your company's income, gains, and claim tax allowances and reliefs. So the key steps when you're starting your business: you register with HMRC when you start doing business as a limited company, or if you restart a dormant company. This will allow you to basically be able to pay your tax through HMRC. Within 3 months of starting any type of business activity, including buying and selling, advertising, renting a property or employing someone, you need to declare that you either started the business again or start the limited company. To register through HMRC, visit the HMRC website and complete the new company registration form. Once you've registered with HMRC, they're going to send you a UTR number. This is a unique taxpayer's reference. So basically, this is a 10-digit number, and it's basically going to be your number for that company for the rest of its life to be able to file your returns. So your accountant will need this information. Now, let's keep on top of your accounting records. You need to keep seriously accurate accounting records. This includes everything from your sales, your income, everything coming into the business, your business expenses, your VAT records, your PAYE records if you've got employees on the payroll, and any other records with relevant financial transactions and information going through your business. Accurate records are essential for preparing your company tax return. It's really good practice to use accounting software to help manage your records and ensure that nothing's missed. Everything should be neat and tidy in Xero and make sense. We also do bookkeeping here on the team, so please do reach out. Here are 4 reasons you should be using Xero to manage your business.
Keep on top of your bills effortlessly. See what bills are due and pay them on time, every time. With Xero, you can even schedule bills to be paid in advance, giving you peace of mind. Understanding your cash flow is as easy as connecting your bank account. With cash flow reports at your fingertips, you'll always know where your business stands. With HubDoc, you can say goodbye to paper clutter for good. Capture data from bills and receipts effortlessly and store your documents securely online. Never worry about lost paperwork again. Xero's App Store allows you to integrate apps that you're already using, or it can offer assistance in selecting the perfect apps to suit your needs for smoother processes and productivity. Simplify your business finances today with Xero. Click the link below to receive a special discount.
You then, of course, have to do the hard part. You have to pay corporation tax by the deadline. Corporation tax is normally due 9 months and 1 day after the end of your accounting period. So, if your accounting period ends on the 31st of March, your tax is due on the 1st of January. Happy New Year! And of course, please make sure that you pay on time to avoid any late payment penalties. Penalties and interest can add up, so please do get it sorted, get on top of it, and call them, and you can set up payment plans, worst case scenario. But it's keeping them in the loop. Now, you can pay your corporation tax online via the HMRC website using a direct debit, or a credit card. Or you can do a bank transfer even. So there's lots of ways that you can pay it, so there's absolutely no excuse. If you forget things, set up a direct debit so that it comes out automatically. Here at Simplex, we recommend preparing and filing the return before paying your tax. This ensures the figures are accurate and you avoid any complications with refunds or interest if the amounts differ. Effective tax planning is crucial for managing your corporation's tax obligations. Effective tax planning is really important to be able to manage your company's tax obligations. So one strategy that we recommend is to be able to set aside that money in a separate pot. So you can have a tax pot or you can have a separate account, and that can be known as your tax account. These are spaces in your bank. If you're with Starling, they do spaces literally called spaces, and you can have pots in there. And it helps to ensure that you have the funds available when your tax payment is due. This is going to reduce any cash flow issues. Regularly estimate your tax liability throughout the year based on your profits. So I highly recommend setting aside a portion of your income each month in a dedicated tax account. If you're like me and you want to take it one step further, have multiple tax accounts. So you might have a VAT account, you might have a corporation tax account, etc., etc. The most important part is use a separate account. Having a separate account for your tax funds helps to keep your finances organised and prevents you from accidentally spending that money that needs to be paid as tax. Regularly review your financial situation and adjust the amount you set aside if your profits increase or decrease. By setting aside the money regularly, you can then avoid any stress of any large tax bills that are suddenly coming out of nowhere. So when we get to the end of your accounting period, you're on top of things and you can actually make payment quite quickly. Of course, we want to make the payment on the date that it's needed, but I know what you're thinking. What happens if you miss the deadline? And it can really be awful because it results in penalties and then interest on those penalties on any unpaid tax. Now, the penalties start at £100 if your return is up to 3 months late, but then it increases if the delay continues. Now, this can be really heartbreaking to see because obviously if you're in a financial situation, you're then receiving penalties and interest on top of that, which does not help anyone. So it's super important that you keep track of your deadlines to be able to avoid any of these unnecessary fines. We do not want to be in this situation, so make sure that you do not forget about it and you follow all my guidance and tips to make sure you're in the best possible place you can be. Now, if you're struggling to pay on time and you know you aren't going to meet it, then you need to call HMRC. Pick up the phone, there's a thing called time to pay, and basically you can then create a monthly payment plan with them. So this is super important. You need to keep HMRC in the loop. You need to allow them to come up with an agreement with you, and you need to get them on your side. And you must also file the return by your deadline. So this can be up to 12 months after the end of your accounting period. At Simplex, we aim to file the return within the first 3 months of your year end. And this just means that we're up to date, we know the amount of tax that we're going to need to pay, and we can be on top of things. As soon as your year ends, because you have those 9 months, it's better to prepare, and therefore you then have that time to prepare for your tax bill. Your company tax return must be filed within 12 months of the end of your accounting period. Even if you don't owe any tax, you still have to file a return. This is super important because people think that they can set themselves up as a dormant account, but you are only truly dormant if nothing has gone through the business. So if you've paid an accountant, immediately the company is not dormant. So this is a really, really important thing to watch out for. Your company tax return is basically where you're going to calculate how much tax you owe. So you'll need to complete a CT600 form and submit it along with your company's annual accounts. If you have an accountant, this is the part where you would go, good luck. And you do not need to worry about what a CT600 is or how it works. We have trained for years to be able to know just that. The tax return includes details of your income, minus any of your business expenses, as we talked about earlier, and all the allowances. Now, getting this right is super, super important, as I'm sure you can appreciate, to avoid getting any penalties, but also any interest on any unpaid tax. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you to actually understand corporation tax a little bit clearer for you and your small business, and to help you stay on top of your taxes. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Go and hit that like button. It means the world to me. And subscribe to our channel for more super, super easy to follow business tips. If you have any questions or you need more help at all, please do drop a comment below or reach out to us at Simplex Accounting. Check the description for useful links and more information, including a discount for Xero. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.